now we are moving towards the very interesting topic of our chapter, that is methods of separation. So whenever we talk about separation, we would be having a mixture, and this mixture contains different components, and basically these components have different properties on which we can separate these components out of the mixture. So in the methods of separation, we have a first category for separation of solids from other solids. Now we need to understand how can we separate some solids from other solids. So basically there are some bases on which we can separate the one solid from other solids. This could be your one solid can be different in shape from other solid. Similarly, the one solid can be different in size, color, mass, magnetic properties, solubility in liquids from the other solids. So basically these forms the basis for the separation of components. Okay, and here the component, both the components or more than two type of a component will be solids. Okay, so now our next question is, what are the methods that can be used to separate these components? So these are the methods which can be used to separate these solids from other solids. Now we are going to discuss one by one all these basically methods in detail. Okay, so first method is hand picking. As the name suggests, this method will involve our hands. So basically hand picking involves picking out substances to separate these from the other substances. तो यहाँ पे हम hand picking में क्या करेंगे, जो भी substances हमें separate करने हैं उनको with the help of your hands you will separate these. Okay, suppose I'll give you a basket that is full of guavas and mango. What will you, when I ask you to separate these two components of a mixture that is in our basket, what would you do? You just pick one of the fruit out of the out of this basket, and this is how you will going to separate guavas from mangoes. But whenever we're talking about hand picking, there must be some conditions that is required for the method of hand picking, for using the method of hand picking. So basically we have the first condition is components to be separated are large. सो जब हम बात करते हैं कि हैंड पिकिंग को यूज़ करेंगे हम मिक्सचर के लिए, उनके कंपोनेंट्स को सेपरेट करने के लिए, तो दीज कंपोनेंट्स शुड बी लार्ज एंड ईजिली डिस्टिंग्विशेबल. वो हमें ईजिली दिखाई देने चाहिए, राइट? तभी हम इसको कंटिन्यू कर पाएंगे. नेक्स्ट वन इज अनवांटेड कंपोनेंट शुड बी इन स्मॉल क्वांटिटी. और जो कंपोनेंट हमें उसमें से सेपरेट करनी है दैट शुड बी इन स्मॉल क्वांटिटी. अगर लार्ज क्वांटिटी में होगा इट विल बी टायरिंग फॉर अस टू डू सो. ओके, third one is shape, size and color of the unwanted material should be different from useful component. थर्ड जो है वो वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट कि जो साइज, शेप एंड कलर है अनवांटेड मटेरियल का वो वांटेड मटेरियल से डिफरेंट होना चाहिए. से फॉर एग्जांपल आपने अभी अपनी मदर को कई बार देखा होगा, शी इज सेपरेटिंग और सेपरेट द स्मॉल स्टोन्स फ्रॉम द पल्सेस. ऐसा होता है ना कि वो सेपरेट करती है स्मॉल स्टोन्स को पल्सेस से, एंड दीज स्मॉल स्टोन्स कई बार बहुत लार्ज भी होते हैं, छोटे भी होते हैं, बट दे आर ऑलवेज इन स्मॉल क्वांटिटी. बहुत ज़्यादा क्वांटिटी में नहीं होते, अदरवाइज दिस प्रोसेस बिकम वेरी टाइम फॉर अस. ठीक है, नाउ द शेप एंड साइज एंड कलर ऑफ द स्टोन्स आर ऑल्सो डिफरेंट. सो हियर इन दिस मिक्सचर वी यूज द मेथड ऑफ हैंड पिकिंग. एंड व्हेन वी टॉक अबाउट द एग्जाम्पल्स ऑफ हैंड पिकिंग, एग्जाम्पल्स में हम बात कर सकते हैं कि स्मॉल स्टोन्स, broken grains are separated from wheat, pulses, rice. Yes, so this is the method which could be used for separating the components of mixtures. So our method is hand picking. Okay, now we are moving towards the another method, that is threshing. So basically threshing is a method that is used to separate grains from harvested stalks, and these stalks are of wheat and rice. You must have seen the stalks of wheat and rice are like this. They are like this. They are like this, and the grains of the wheat and rice are inside these covering. These covering, and we need to separate these grains from this covering or stalks. अब how do we do that? there are several methods through which we can do that, and these all methods come under threshing, because threshing includes separating grains from harvested stock. So the first method is manually beating the stalks on the ground. हम क्या कर सकते हैं, उन स्टॉक्स को बीट कर सकते हैं ग्राउंड पे. ऐसे बीट करने से क्या होगा, जो के ग्रेन्स होंगे वो सेपरेट हो जाएंगे स्टॉक से. द सेकेंड इज ट्रैम्पलिंग देम अंडर द फीट ऑफ एनिमल्स लाइक बुलक्स. ट्रैम्पलिंग मीन्स होता है कुचलना. तो हम क्या करते हैं, बहुत बड़े एरिया में अपने स्टॉक्स को रख देते हैं और फिर उस पर कौन चलता है, बुलक्स. इस तरीके से चलते हुए क्या करती हैं, दे कैन सेपरेट द grains from harvested stocks. The third method is using threshing machine. We call this machine as thresher. क्या बोलते हैं इस मशीन को, थ्रेशर. विद द हेल्प ऑफ मशीन, क्योंकि नाउअडेज everything could be possible with the help of machine and it makes our work very easy. तो हम threshers का यूज़ करते हैं. थ्रेशर की यूज़ से क्या होता है, grains will be separated from harvested stock. So this was about threshing. Okay, so now next method is winnowing. So in winnowing, what we do, we separate heavier and lighter component of the mixture by blowing air. So for this, we can have an example of husk being separated from the grain. Husk being lighter can be separated from grain which is heavier by blowing air. अब इस एग्जाम्पल को समझने के लिए in your textbook on page number 71 you can have this figure. Okay, in this figure what a farmer is doing, basically he is carrying a plate in which he is having a grain and also the husk particle, husk being lighter and the grain being heavier. What he will do, he will just pour it like this, and with the help of blowing air the husk will get it away, and what we get on the platform, we get the grain. हमें नीचे क्या मिलेगा, ग्रेन. अगर आप उसको ऐसे ऐसे हिलाओगे तो यू विल गेट द ग्रेन एंड हस्क बीइंग लाइटर विल कैरिड अवे बाय blowing air. You can also perform winnowing at your home. Take some sand and put some dry leaves on it, and take some sand. Take this sand in a plate. Now keep your plate like this and try to blow air like this. You will see that the dry leaves being lighter will carried away by wind or blowing air, and you will have the sand in your plate. This is how you have separated the lighter particle from the heavier one by blowing air. So this is winnowing. Okay, moving ahead, our next method is sieving. Sieving is basically a method where we separate the components of a mixture, whatever mixture we are having, we separate this mixture on the basis of their particles size. So whenever we are using the method of sieving, there should be a difference in the size of the particles of the mixture. You must have seen this. This is a sieve. This sieve is made up of woven mesh, and the pores of this mesh is made up of according to the size of the components that we need to separate. We use this sieve in our homes, right? We use this sieve for separating the impurities from our flour. आटे में से impurities को निकालने के लिए हम इस sieve को use करते हैं, right? Impurities being bigger in size remains at the top. अगर हमारी impurities बड़ी होती हैं इसलिए वो कहाँ रह जाएंगी, ऊपर रह जाएंगी, remains at the top, and the particles of the flour being basically smaller in size, they will pass through the sieve and we get it here. तो इसका मतलब ये हुआ कि जब हमें फ्लोर में से इम्प्योरिटी निकालनी थी तो हमने कैसे निकाली, वी यूज दिस सीव. सो बेसिकली दिस इज अ मेथड ऑफ सीविंग वेयर वी आर सेपरेटिंग द कंपोनेंट ऑफ मिक्सचर ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ द पार्टिकल साइज. यहाँ पे पार्टिकल्स कौन कौन से थे हमारे पास, इम्प्योरिटीज एंड द फ्लोर. फ्लोर के पार्टिकल्स स्मॉलर एंड द इम्प्योरिटीज पार्टिकल्स आर बिगर इन साइज. यू मस्ट हैव सीन द कंस्ट्रक्शन साइट. आपने कंस्ट्रक्शन साइट पे भी देखा होगा जो बेसिकली जो स्टोन्स एंड पेबल्स, ठीक है, बीइंग सेपरेटेड, इनको हम क्या करते हैं, बीइंग सेपरेटेड फ्रॉम सैंड. इसको हम क्या करते हैं, सैंड से सेपरेट करते हैं. वहाँ पे भी वो बड़ी सी सीव का यूज़ करते हैं. इट इज़ लाइक दिस एंड मेकिंग द net, and the size of these boxes depend on the stones and pebbles so that they can pass through these seal और हमें ऊपर क्या मिल जाए sand that we need to separate. So this is basically a method of separation that we call as sieving. Okay. Okay, so now we are moving towards our last method, that is magnetic separation. As the name suggests, we will be using magnetic properties here. So we separate the components of mixture where one component is magnetic in nature, the other is non-magnetic. So magnetic separation could be used only in those mixture where one component should be magnetic in nature and the other should be non-magnetic. Say for example, I have also discussed earlier, if I take iron nails that is mixed with sand and we need to separate it. How do we separate it? We can take magnet and we can bring it near the mixture, and what will happen from the mixture the iron nails will get attracted toward the magnet, and what will left behind we will have sand. So this is how we can use magnetic separation. With the help of magnet we can separate the iron nails from the sand. So this is about magnetic separation.